Hello, hello. Today is Friday, the beginning of June. I want to talk about the 2022 NBA Finals between the Boston Celtics and the Golden State Warriors. Um, as we all know, the Boston Celtics won this game last night. Uh, Golden State had the lead for most of the game. The fourth quarter, Boston just came back, tied it up, and went. I think they scored 40 points to the Warriors, 16 points in the fourth quarter. Just like I said previously, though, the Celtics have a great defense, and I didn't want anybody to think that. I said that Jason Tatum is certainly impactful in these games that the Celtics play. But that doesn't mean that he has to score 40 points or get a 50 piece or nothing like that. What it really means is it's clear in neighborhood language, but I'm on the internet now and I'm trying to do this and be politically correct. But there's another thing. I could use the word aggressiveness. When Jason Tatum is neighborhood aggressive, like the way that Jimmy Buckets plays, Jimmy Butler for the Miami Heat, the way Butler plays all the time. Sometimes when go back to when Boston was playing the Miami Heat, they the games that the Celtics lost, they were games that Jason Tatum was not really aggressive, which is obviously really a bad thing to do against tough, hard teams like the Heat. And it doesn't mean Tatum has to score 50 points. It means he has to be tough, really. That means when a guy is guarding you, you can't just let him spread his legs and get in front of you and prevent your forward mobility. You have to give a shift, a fake. You have to get if you just get your bodies even. If you get even with him, then you're supposed to beat him to the glass because you have to go through him. If he hits you, you don't know if the referee's going to call that. You don't know if they're going to call a foul against the guy guarding you. You have to take it upon yourself. You can't just run over somebody, but you have to body him up and continue what you was going to the stove, then keep on going to the stove. Just body him up and keep on. But it's obvious for me. It's plain to see those games against the Heat that Boston Celtics lost. I could look and see easily that those were games that if I didn't know better, I'd say maybe Tatum had a headache those three games. I don't know, but he didn't play real tough. The games that the Celtics won, Tatum was going to the glass. Now, sometimes he hits his shot, but if you play basketball, sometimes you shoot a couple of long jump shots or you shoot a couple of trays and one of them go down. When it goes down, you get your confidence up and then you probably will hit some more. But you have to go to the glass. You can't build up confidence by standing 40 feet from the basket and just hoisting up threes. No, you have to. It's got to be some contact, and Tatum was aggressive last night. I don't even remember how many points he hit, but he didn't have a high scoring night. But he had a lot of assists. Maybe not as many as Magic Johnson, but he had a lot of assists. And he was tough. He was and a guy like Al Horford, the old man on the team. I like him too, and I'm a Laker, but I like Horford. But he's a tough guy. he sees Tatum doing, like all the Celtics, they see Tatum doing something, and then they're going to do it. Especially Brown, Jaylen Brown. He usually picks up him and Tatum are usually around the same number in scoring when they win games. But I can't really put my finger on it. But come on, Golden State Warriors, all the experts and analysts at NBA, at the NBA Network, at ESPN, at Inside the NBA on TNT, on ABC Channel 7. They all had the Warriors winning for a number of reasons. Because they're at home. They have championship DNA. They got some chips under their belt. And then they got Curry, a great shooter. And it's unlikely that Curry's not gonna throw up a bunch of made long distance jump shots or threes. It's not, if you hold him down tonight, you won't hold him down tomorrow night. Okay, and then you got Michael Thompson's kid. He's just coming back off injury. He's not all the way. I don't care what they say. He's not 100%, but he's good enough to be playing. Yeah, and then you got that new kid. The new kid. He looks like he's going to be a star. And you got Draymond, who's running everything. You don't have to worry about his game suffering in any area. His game only suffers if he gets too stupid with the referees and they put him in foul trouble early, or if they give him some technicals, or they talk about suspending him or throwing him out, ejecting him. But he's always going to have his hand in the finished product, and he's great for that. He's really great. But nobody, I haven't heard anybody on the radio or seen him on TV that gave the Boston Celtics a better than 50-50 chance of beating the Warriors in that first game. If they said it, I must have missed it. I must have went to the bathroom during the commercial or something. But Boston rotated real well. They played defense. You know what? As great as Draymond Green is, one helpful thing is if Draymond, I don't know, if he gets to the gym early before the next game and just practice on some jump shots and some 3-pointers, that would be extremely helpful, because that rotation that the Boston coach had working, it was great. Draymond is usually one part of that pick and roll for the Warriors, but he's not going to roll to the basket. He's not going to go backdoor. He's not going to slash. Once in a while, but like most players that learn and Draymond has learned it. He knows what to do, but he doesn't have a lot of confidence in his shot making. I guess that's the reason. But if he does the pick and roll and he passes the ball off, he's not going to roll to the basket and look for the layup. It's got to be wide open. So the system that Boston has is he's told his players not to rush out there and waste a man on Draymond, because he's not going to shoot it anyway. So just drift back, get these guys at these corner trays and watch the paint a little bit, because they will throw the ball inside, and of course Wiggins will, because he can get his shot off the dribble, and he'll fly to a spot and throw it up. Wiggins has really looked good, and not just the other. The regular season, all the playoff series, Wiggins has looked good. There was one game where he didn't look so hot. And I think he was kind of pissed because maybe Coach Steve Kerr didn't play him much in that first half of that game. But Wiggins is a bad boy. Now the youngster on Golden State's team, the other guard, but he's young. He's awful young. But his confidence wasn't up. But he was missing. He was missing Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole. He was missing his shots. And then he lost his confidence, and then he wasn't looking for a shot, which is a terrible thing, because they expect him to shoot. They expect him to shoot. If it's do or die, 1 second to go, and your life is on the line, you probably give it to Curry. But other than that, his shot comes before Thompson. Yeah. Jordan Poole, his shot comes before Thompson. He's right behind Curry, but he didn't have it. And well, anyway, we'll see how this second game goes. But Draymond, if you hit a couple of those jump shots, it'll be a different game because they'll have to watch you. They'll have to expend a man to come out there and guard you around that 3-point arc, between the free throw line and that arc when you're up there with the high post, because they know you're not going to take that shot. So when you do the pick and roll, the Boston guys drift back to the painted area, and they're guarding guys, and they have been relentless. They have been doing a lot of help defense. I like just like Foxy and Robert Horry. Those two guys, I know you guys will say that because I'm a Laker fan, but whatever fan I was, Horry and Foxy played some of the best help defense I've ever seen. They didn't get a lot of publicity and stuff, but the help defense they played, tremendous. Okay, we'll see how the second game goes. Thank you.